again. Every
That's
time. That's the game. That's the game.
You lock see the minute you check the audio.
Yep. Next thing we do, we create a free app to aptly charge you for.
Yep. Do it. See.
Weird out here, man.
Oh man, I got some stuff. Haunted house. Rochester like a haunted house, man. Especially over there where we stay at. Eric started. Yeah, I'm the zombie. I saw some young dummy. This motherfucker, I gets over to get into the other secondary lane. I don't know if he was trying to get there, but I was in front of you. This nigga don't
Shalom,
all the way
shalom.
around. Huh?
I'm just testing it out.
Yeah.
Good. All right, we good.
Nigga did a U. The nigga came back the other way. He did a. I said, "Is that the same car?" This motherfucker did a U-turn and came back and hit the highway.
Might have been me, bro, because I was in those days night. Well, last night?
No, this is now.
Look,
Not me out here.
I don't know the roads and streets like that, but I'm going slow.
Yeah.
Last night I went up, I don't know what area it was in, but I went through this little tunnel, bro. And the tunnel, but that tunnel couldn't have been no bigger than from right here to right there to that curve. And they got two different cars coming this way. I'm like, I'm going this way, and he coming out the tunnel. I'm like, man. And it happened so quick. I'm like, bro. Then I went up a little road with a bridge. The road didn't even look like it was big enough for two cars to go through.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't even say one way, two way, but I said, come flying down. And I'm like, I'm supposed to go up this.
Yeah.
I'd go up and I'm lucky to know the cars were coming, but what they just automatically slam on their brakes.
That's the thing. You gotta know where you at. If you might not have read the sign, it may not have been a sign.
Nah,
you went down
another
the
thing I be
roadway.
doing, I be slowing down to see if the car.
Oh, yeah, you got that?
Yeah,
Right there, 14.
That's another thing I be doing.
Yeah, you got it.
These streets, wow.
All right, we about to start. Right, first and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Want to give double honors unto the apostles and those a great millstone who taught us this truth, and say peace, mercy, and blessings unto all the hopeful elect. All right, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and that means he exists or he is to be. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, and that means he is the deliverer. Okay, now we are the Hebrew Israelites, right? There's 12 tribes that consist of our nation, not just one. Today they call us Puerto Rican, Native American, Seminole Indian, Latin, Hispanic, Black, African. We're being called all these different bywords and proverbs, and that's for them to conceal who we really are and to humiliate us, man, to keep us down. No, it's Shalom. Y'all bring that up, brother.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Wait, call that out again.
The book
Got
of
it.
Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Isaiah 14 and 1. My bad, one more time.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Right, now get Romans, I think that I want to say it's Romans 9, where he talks about the Lord will have mercy on who he wants to. One more time, brother Salakia.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Right, so you read Isaiah 14, it says the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob. Jacob is the Israelites. So the Lord already got it. You know how they say the end was declared from the beginning. The Lord already got it set out to where he's going to have mercy on Jacob, which that's talking about all 12 tribes, right? Got it? 14. When you read that, all right, and when you go to Revelation 7, there's going to be 12,000 from each tribe that's going to be sealed. That's the 144,000, right? But then you also got the 1/3. Now, what's the 1/3? That's the elect men, women, and children. Because there's going to be the elect lady. You know, you hear us get on the woman, but that's really the spirit of the Lord because these women are wicked, you know. But there is an elect lady, a woman that's gonna be saved, you know. Got it. Yeah. Start at 11.
Okay.
Hold that. We're gonna go back.
This is the book of Romans 9 and verse 11.
Let me get it. We're Romans now.
Romans 9, chapter 9 and verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good nor evil.
So this was before they were. This is before they came out. So this is before they were born. So they couldn't have did nothing wrong. They couldn't have did nothing good either. So that goes to show you it was not of works. There was nothing they did, nothing you could do. You know, just like us being out here, there's nothing we could do. You know, because we all had plans. You know, Romans 9. Yep. You gotta take that hood off, bro. There you go. Read that again for the brother.
This is Romans 9, chapter 9 and verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
So the children, they wasn't even born yet. They ain't do no good or evil, but they lied. Their destinies were already written in stone. That just there's nothing we could do. Like exactly, like you might have had plans of going to the NBA or being a rapper, being a top fighter, being a movie star like a Michael Jai White, you know. But the Lord's like, nah, you gonna do this. This gonna happen to you, and
to make you do that.
If you don't understand, you be
Right.
like, damn, man, why the hell? But that's the Lord directing your steps, because it's all the Lord's will. That's why that's that in James.
Withdraw him from his purpose.
I
was about to pull that out right now.
About the Lord's will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, the water. Keep going.
And it reads, continuing on in 11, that the purpose of the Most High, Yahweh, according to election might stand.
Now, election means to be chosen. Meaning there was going to be one that was going to be chosen. There was going to be one that was not going to be chosen. Going back, they say it wasn't Isaac shall I see be called. So when you look at Abraham had many sons. He had Ishmael with Hagar, but then he also had 6 sons with his concubine. But it says in Isaac shall I see because Isaac was the election. He was the chosen.
Right. There's even elections within the election. What it says, many are called, but few are chosen.
There you go.
And it says, not of works, but of him that calleth.
Yeah, that's a good precept. Start up though. Gotta get the count. Start at 30. No, start at you go. Start at 15. I'm bringing this out real quick.
The book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15.
Call it out again so the brother can get it.
All right. The book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15. We in the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15. In a dream, and a vision of night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed.
Right. So while you're sleeping, right? It remind me of what the Lord did to Adam. Right? He fell asleep, then he pretty much hooked him up with Eve. I mean, what he put him to sleep, then he said his instruction. You're gonna get with this woman. This gonna happen.
Book of Job, chapter 33, verse 16. Then he opens the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
So that's how it works. While you're sleeping, the Most High is programming you. You think ain't no such thing as free will. That's what the Christian church would teach you. But then they got homosexuals and lesbians in the church. The pastor in the church, Deacon Dookie, man. The pastor in the church, he's sleeping with men.
Popping his own son.
Popping sons, boys, and shit.
Ass.
Got it? Nope. You see?
I don't think all them popping up on me.
What's that, Job 33?
33.
Yeah.
Book of Job, chapter 33, verse 17. That he may withdraw men from his purpose and hide pride from men.
Yeah, right. Break it down.
So that means like he'll humbly let you know you ain't in control of nothing. That's why he said I'm gonna hide pride. So if you think you're gonna get prideful and boastful, you know what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father will have you, go out and get robbed or get shot. You know what I'm saying? You sell that destruction. You know what I mean? Let you go to the store. And you're gonna go at 12:30, and then there's gonna be a shootout. And then you're gonna walk right at this time, and bang, man. let you know you ain't in control. He, he led you to your death, or either just lead you to get wounded. You know what I'm saying? You could
Go up, go up again, read that again, bro. Start at what's that, 15?
15.
Watch him laugh.
So
Or you may think you want to be a football player or rapper. He's like, nah, you're gonna do my work.
Right.
Or he may make you be a bum or homeless. Look how many cats that was in the NBA. Now they homeless, man. You'll be like, wait a minute, you just have millions. Nah, how the fuck you out here begging for food?
I was just watching that Delonte West.
Yep.
Delonte West.
Yep.
I was just watching that the other day.
Yep.
They tried to help him again.
Yep.
Mark Cuban.
Yep. People be coming, they be feeling bad for the dude. They'll pick him up, get him food, give him some clothes, give him some shelter.
All along, he belonged out there. That's where the Lord got him.
That's scary. That makes you fear the Lord. Once you understand how much control the Lord has, and you don't control shit, then that you'll become wise, because you say, okay, I need to ask the Lord.
Yeah.
I need to fear the Lord.
Right.
You see?
That's why we say Lord's will, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'll do this tomorrow, I'll go here, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll wake up tomorrow. You know?
I think it says those that are wise say that. You know what I mean?
The book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night.
That's heavy. So you think you tired from work, you go to lay down.
Got something else planned for you. Laying down for me.
Most High is programming you.
Yeah.
You know?
In a dream, in a vision of night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumber upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
That's the only time Jake will listen, because our people are hard-headed. But really, that's the Most High is strategic like that. That's the best time he could put, to plant the seed in you,
Have your ass sit still without those demons agitating. But even science proved that when you sleep, that's when the body repairs itself. So when you're not getting proper rest, you'll never heal up properly.
That's a great.
Stay sick.
My bad. That's a great point.
Giving yourself a virus.
I was going to add, when you're sleeping, your body's in a fasting state, and that's why when you eat, when you wake up, they call it breakfast. But it's really break fast. That's how you're supposed to say it, because what you're doing is you're breaking your fast.
Right.
Because just like you say, you sleeping, your body is healing. You, like what they say, when you're real sick, lay down, get some rest.
Yeah.
And you hoping you sleep too. You don't want to be up and just
and be sick. Yeah.
You want to go to sleep.
How many times I don't call like little minor flus, and then I just took a nice little nap. I woke up, man, feeling like better.
$1,000,000.
Like man, I was already sniffing a cold, hot, warm, and getting all those those symptoms.
Ailments.
Yeah, and then next thing I go to sleep and wake up feeling good. Like
Rejuvenated.
Yep. Then he opened up his ears of men and sealeth their instructions, that he may withdraw men from his purpose and hide pride from men.
So that shows you right there ain't no free will. What's that in Proverbs 16? The Lord direct the steps.
Yeah, he ponderous steps.
I'll keep going to Romans. Back in Romans 9.
This is Romans 9:12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
One more time, bro. My bad.
Romans 9 and verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
So when you read Genesis 25 and it says the first came out and was red, the first one that was going to come out, obviously that's the elder. So it says right here, the elder shall serve. That's the Lord. That's your role in the movie. Like you got, a great movie producer. He's writing the script. He got an antagonist and a protagonist. He's going to make one character do this and the other character do this. Well, Esau, your role is to be the servant. That's why he's so angry at us. Deep down inside, you should be serving us, man. That's why last week he wasn't here. That guy, he came down, he bowed down to us. We didn't ask him to do that.
Yeah.
The
one that was acting unruly.
He came up, begging for money, but then he just got down, just bowed down to us out of nowhere.
Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
That's right. The Lord said, I love Jacob. Right? So that's why he gave us You know, that's why he gave us Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, get John 3:16, because the Christians, they like to hijack that scripture. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I like that.
What's that? Y'all tell me?
Go to St. John 3. You got to hit one so you could get the whole book could pop up.
It's the quick run to the scripture.
Yeah, you remember being in the world. You thought that was really like, okay. We just accepted it because we love God. We didn't care what color he was and none of that.
Right.
We come to find out we've been lied to. God
Right.
he ain't a white man. He don't love everybody. You see?
What chapter?
3.
Yeah, but deep down
There
inside,
you go.
something wasn't clicking right.
Yeah,
You know,
nah.
I think he black.
Now, when I was young, man, I never liked that portrait of him, man. I like that. I just gonna put my finger on it. Like, why I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people real with you. That shit, I like, man, it's something about that. I like it looking at me.
That shit demonic. That shit is an effeminate image when you look at it. They got them looking all soft and shit. You know, that's why a lot of our men, they leaving the church now. Because the Christian church turns you into a punk. You know, it don't turn you into a man. But the real truth, this makes you a man. Because you actually got to deal with shit. You actually got to be accountable. You know?
Well, even the scriptures describe him as an austere man. You look up that word austere, you know, that ain't soft around the edge, that's rough. He's rough around the edge.
So he upgraded cities. I mean, he went there, he got to the point when he went to the temple, he started flipping tables.
Money changes.
You know what I'm saying? He snapped.
He made a scourge, a whip, basically, he started beating their ass.
And then the apostles, they were fish. There wasn't no punks, man. Back, you know what it take to be a fisherman?
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't about to get on no boat these days. You think a nigga with a bonnet about to get on the boat?
Right.
You know?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that show? The world's deadliest catch when they out there in that fishing boat. That shit.
Cool.
Wow.
Now they didn't have all that technology back then. They was on like basic fishing boats. You know what I'm saying?
Jake was cut up because nets and all of that. You know,
So they died out there.
Yeah.
People died even on the show. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know I'm just talking about they
Physique.
get built. You know
Yeah.
Routine every day, nonstop. Some people live on the sea like year round. Come to land like they a fish every once 6 months
out of
a year.
Yeah.
What's that job? I forget the name of it. It's a title. What they actually got a job like that. We could go and live off the sea for like 9 months.
Some of the
They make good money too. They make decent money to this day.
Yeah.
Fishermen, carpenters.
Yeah.
You know, those type of professions are manly professions that to this day they make a good living.
What's that other show, World's Dirtiest Job? You see the kind of shit motherfuckers be going through with them certain jobs, man.
They be way out in the middle of the ocean, way out in Alaska somewhere. Like, like all types of ice and snow.
Right.
You know, bad weather. You know,
Polar bears,
They be in the middle of that boat, big ass boat, catching fish.
Mm.
They made good. Yeah, they made good money. When I was working at Farmers, I know this dude, a truck driver. He knew somebody that was doing that. He said, he said they made good money, but he said this shit's dangerous.
Like every second of the day.
Yeah.
And you got to have no family to do that job. He said you can't be married with that job because you're gonna be gone about.
That's spiritual because the Lord said, well, the Lord didn't have a wife. Or Saint Paul. Bring that.
Yep. The book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. And for Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That
Now the Christian church would tell you that's talking about the whole world. 3 and 16. One more time.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. For Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Right now we were taught that was for everybody, right? But that's not for everybody, right? That only applies to the Israelites, the world of Israel, because you put yourself back in that time frame. You had the world of the Romans, who were taxing the hell out of the Jews, to the point where the Jews, they started to take up arms and make war against the Romans. That's what it's talking about in Acts 5 with Drusus. You know, they took up arms because they wanted to overthrow the Romans, but they didn't understand the Most High put the Romans in power, and you ain't gonna just overthrow them. The Most High is gonna say so when they gonna go down, right? So when you talk about the word world in the scripture, It's talking about the world of Israel. He only died for the tribes.
Right.
That's why he said, I have other sheep that are not of this fold. You know, one more time.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. For Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Right, his only begotten son, his name is Yahushua, not Jesus. We're going to keep saying that because that's very important. You know, you try to call upon Jesus in that day, the Lord ain't going to answer. What happened to Sonya Massey? That literally happened. She, the cop went in her house and she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. The cop shot her ass.
What do you say to the
He said, you better fucking not. He shot her. You know why he shot her? Because there ain't no power in the name. How long people been calling on that name? Nothing happened. You know, but we have testimonies calling on Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, and being delivered. Miracles happening. You might have been out of work. You got a job now. Lord give you a car so you get to work in camp. Take care of your business. Miracles. You know, no.
Right.
Exactly. No power in the name Jesus, man.
Earth pig.
That's literally what it breaks down to. When you break it down, Geo meaning earth and sus meaning pig. So they got your ass calling upon the earth pig, man. You don't even know it. That's the power of Esau. That's his superpower, to deceive you.
Yeah.
Most of the words we use today are compound words. Words that mean other, they put in meanings and put it together. Yeah.
We call it double speak. This is John 3 and 16. I'm look up that word world, blue letter. John 3:16. If you look up the word world, the word there is cosmos.
Strong's G 2889 Cosmos.
Yeah, 3:16. It says an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, or government, right? Which is really dealing with what? The world of Israel. You know what I said in Isaiah? Let's see.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah.
Yeah,
45, so
get that. That precept with that. Go to Isaiah 45. Because you got to understand, man, when you say the Lord died for the world, there's different worlds. Like if you go to China right now, you'll be in a whole different world. Start from 1, go down to 17.
We'd be in the Asiatic world.
Right, if you go to right to prove that, what you got something called a passport bros.
Right.
They leave this country to go to another and to get those women because that's a whole different world. You come over here trying to date or marry over here is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
So that proves it. That when you talk, hell, if you get locked up in prison, that's a whole different world. You know, the way you live in there is different.
Sports world. Man. The world's inside the sports world.
Like Michael Jordan.
The world we live in, it's nothing but a talk show, TV show, reality show. Every page they're trying to win to make it out of money.
Right.
A dollar bill for every channel.
What we do.
Like Michael Jordan. He went from the world of basketball. Remember he tried to play baseball? That's a different world. You know?
Who's that? Darryl Strawberry. And he did the same thing too.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17.
What Deion do?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
So that goes with Isaiah 14. I will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. So that's the world is talking about.
And don't they got another one, Isaiah 6 and 9, 9 and 6, that he carried the government on his shoulder?
Yep. Talking about Emmanuel, I believe it says, meaning our power is with us.
With us, yep.
That's the Yahushua. You know? One more time.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
So our world is going to be without end. To prove that, and Daniel says, the saints shall take the kingdom and possess it forever, even forever and never. Get 2 Esdras 6, start at 54. You know, because it came to a point where Esdras was like, Lord, like, man, we supposed to be the people that you love. Why we gotta be slaves? Why we gotta be down here living this hard life? Why we can't just get the kingdom? Because it's a process. Everything is a process in life. That's what you learn. You know, like when you're in school, it's a process you got to go through. You got to graduate.
Elementary. Well, before that, what, pre-K, Head Start, pre-K, middle school.
Then if you want to be into like, get a trade, that's a process you got to go through. You got to go through the classes. You got to get your permit. You got to get tested. The same thing.
This is Second Esdras 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
One more time, brother.
This
Right
is Second Esdras 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So you go back to the time of the garden, right? The Lord put the spirit on Adam, made him Lord over the creatures. So what did Adam do? He's naming them. This is the eagle, this is the lion. He probably had his favorite creature.
Right.
He had dominion.
Yep. Over the earth. Everything in it. Just like the Lord. You know what I mean? The Lord has a favorite animal. What was the sheep? Favorite flower? The lily? Favorite people? Israel. Jacob, And it says, of him come we all.
Right, don't everybody come from Adam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We all had to come from somewhere. We all came from Adam.
Right.
And it wasn't just Adam and Eve in the garden. It was this line that called what? The Adamites.
Right.
Because the man carries the seed, and from that man comes other men, women.
Exactly.
And that turns into a nation.
Yeah.
Turns into a tribe.
Yeah. And that also, like I like to say, that answers the age-old question of what came first, the chicken or the egg. The chicken came first. In this case, Adam. So the seed came out of Adam, and then that's where you get mankind. And it says, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Which is Israel. Which back then they were called Adamites, line of Adam, Seth. But then then also the sons of God too.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the flood came what? The children of Abraham, then Isaac, Jacob, then the Israelites, the Hebrews.
55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So this whole world was made so that the Israelites can live, enjoy it, have a paradise,
rule it,
and thank the Most High. We wasn't made to be here and be a goddamn prisoner on our own earth.
Right.
What the scripture is saying is that this is our earth.
Right.
The Lord made it so that we could possess it and enjoy it. All right, one more time. Read that one more time.
Second Esdras 6 and 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the Lord made the whole world for us, right? And then he gave his son because he loved the world. Talking about this, it all goes back to us. It's a beautiful love story. Right. Keep going. What you got some?
And 56. As for the other people, right, the heathens, which also come of Adam.
So that goes into Esau, Ishmael, Moab, Japheth, Ham.
Pretty much, if you ain't part of the 12 tribes, that means you.
But we've been told, and that's for as long as we've been told we ain't shit.
Right.
We come from African booty scratchers and all type of stuff.
Right.
For the longest. But come to find out, we the people of God. We the ones who the Most High loves.
That's why.
Exactly. We're the ones who the Lord's gonna give the world to. That saying, I'm gonna give you the world. Right. The Lord actually said that first to us. I'm gonna give you the world. It said, my Father's house is many mansions.
Not Tony Montana.
So imagine that. It's not just imagine you being able to get in a spaceship and leave Earth to enjoy a whole nother planet.
Right. Can't even fathom that, can you?
Drop off and get on the black bus. Where that come from? I won't get on it.
It's gonna be beautiful. And it says,
so this is just a point in time this is just really a punishment. When you understand, like, damn, like, this is a punishment, and then we about to get all punishment. Then you get happy, you get excited, because you understand what the Lord about to give us.
How Sean gonna be like, he's gonna have us all at the at the ceremony table eating. He's like, "Did y'all learn y'all lesson?"
Right.
You know what happened when you be disobedient, right?
Right. It's kind of the journey. The whole experience of life is the journey to get there. It's the war stories. To go back and say, damn, I made it through that.
Yep.
Made it through this. That's crazy. I thought it was the end of the world at this point in my life. I was just a teenager. You ain't know what the future had, in store for you, man. That's the beauty of the Lord, man.
What they say in Jeremiah, I think he said that ancient men will be sitting in the streets, go and basically telling their stories.
Well, that goes into the Vikings, one of my favorite shows, which in they believe, or their religion, whatever you want to call it, they believe they had to die on the battlefield so they could go to their heaven, which they call Valhalla. And then when they get to Valhalla, they're gonna eat and drink with the gods.
They have it.
But the scripture says the same thing. Say the Lord said, I'm gonna sip wine with you, and I ain't gonna drink it till I get to the kingdom with you.
Right.
And then don't it say they should sit down with Abraham? So if the Lord's elect, we're the ones that are gonna sit down and drink with the gods and talk about our war stories.
Exactly. Oh man.
Which is it's a spiritual. We might not actually be guns blazing, but it's a spiritual war. It's a fight to get out here.
That's all it is. They're locking their mind.
Cause
you can't get out that box. They don't know how to start and what it in it.
You can't. Exactly. That's a great point. It's not something you could do alone. Which is why you have to call. You have to pray. You have to pray all the time because you're being attacked all the time.
Yeah, his name is it means power, if you will. That's our power source. You gotta tap into that.
That's like a small dose of spiritual powers right there. You know. Yeah. Not knowing any man can do that. Come out here and do it. You hear them y'all Israelites, the Old Testament Israelites give us recommenders too. Like, man, I recommend them brothers that be the camp brothers. I don't see they could be out there doing that, man. They give us props for that.
But that's like last week. Remember that guy? You say shall cast out devils.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. The Lord gave us the power. Like so that we literally have experiences like that where people come up and you can see they just got all type of spirits on them.
Yeah, you get weak when they pass by. Huh?
Sometimes they avoid us.
Yeah.
Sometimes they be like, you know what? We ain't gonna go over there today.
Across the street all the time.
You ever seen them? Sometimes you ever experienced it. Sometimes they're like you will see some dudes will walk. They want to say something to you or come at you, but they'll just turn their head quick, like something right there. Like they see something, they be like, oh snap! Right. They'll look away and walk another direction.
Yeah, buffer.
Yep.
That's the Most High tapping in their spirit.
And it reads on to say,
you brothers ever seen that movie Fallen with Denzel?
Yeah.
You noticed in that movie, the demon, he able to transfer himself onto other people. He be messing with people and shit, but that's really how it is out here. Go somewhere, demons just fucking with you. It's a spiritual battle.
That's when you had one too many drinks.
I got a testimony just when I was on the bus, like I was saying on my lesson. It was bugged out. She was like a fiend chick, lady. She was crazy, man. She was talking to herself on the bus, keep getting up, pacing. Like I said, I slept with I'm having sex with Jesus Christ, saying crazy stuff like that. And then she was just talking to herself. So now it was only three of us, the bus driver and two of it. Nobody else was on the bus. She comes way back and sit in front of me. I was waiting to sitting in the back. She sits right in front of me. I'm like, fuck, you gonna sit right here? You could have sit over there. And then she was just talking to herself, and you know what I'm saying? Then she gonna turn around and be like, oh, you okay? You all right?
She snapped out of it.
Yeah, like stop talking to me, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then young Jake get on the bus. She's right back cussing their ass out. You know what I'm saying? But see, now I had the scriptures out too. So she probably knew the spirit, like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Be different.
Yeah.
What's the one that says, we know who they are, but who are you?
Yeah.
So
that was spiritual, man. That was a spiritual. That's why I said this week been weird. Like that was a spiritual thing right there. She had legions on her. Yeah. She was bugged out.
And see that's true. See, the Lord will put you in situations where you will have to go into the city. Right there. When you have to go into the city like Lot did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've seen that happen to me too. Like, I had to go visit people. You know what I mean? Shalom.
All right.
know? So the Lord had you peek your head in to see, you know what I'm saying, just how wicked this place would get. Because when you driving in your own vehicle, you really don't experience a lot.
Yep.
You'll see it, but it's different when you like
In it.
You be like, God damn, this shit crazy.
That boy had the material. I know I'm not tripping. You know how you wrap a freight box like a pallet when you put it on it?
Cold out here. You live out here.
Yeah, you getting creative.
Like that Kanye West fashion right there. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Kanye West fashion.
What's the one? I think the elder of Tahara put one up. That devil worshiper. He got a fashion. He got a fashion line. I forget his name. Over there in Europe, but he was saying Jay could buy any goddamn thing. As soon as he gets some, good amount of money, he go start wearing weird Hollywood shit.
Oh yeah, you seen the
I mean?
nigga Floyd? He bigged up Amalek.
Yeah,
You know, he bigged up the 48ers.
They got in his ear because you remember before he was on to something. He knew that us as Israelites that they put the color on it black, but he knew that it was us. We were the people because he was talking highly years ago.
I remember.
So Amalek must have gotten his ear like, yo, you want to keep getting all these $1 million fights, you're gonna have to switch to him just like they did Kyrie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Endorsements.
When he donated $1 million.
Yeah.
They all
you know what I'm saying?
they all end up kissing the Amalek ass,
Amalek
man.
ass,
Which
yeah.
they over there committing straight the G word. You know, you can't say nothing. That's how you know they got the power, because you can't say shit about them.
Right.
There's a saying, you want to know who's in power, know who you can't speak about. Something like that.
Speak up the right thing that's gonna stir that pot. You have mad for nothing.
That's why you
know
go
that you talking.
That's why Job, book of
Talking
Job.
in aggravation.
That's what book of Job said, 9:24. He said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Cover the face of the judges.
Yeah, so they gonna protect their own.
And then they get our people, because among our people found wicked men sellouts, and then they big them up and co-sign they bull. They are slaughtering people, man, graping.
Yeah.
The fucking civilians were protesting for the right to grape the prisoners of war. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. You over there, you got prisoners of war, and it's people out in the street protesting, so they could go in there and abuse these people, man.
Right.
Further, like you ain't just killed their women, children, destroyed their land. Now you want to further humiliate them.
Yeah.
That's he's a fucking devil. They got to go in slavery, man. You know.
Out, man, Esau reaching, man. Just like Monday, I think Tuesday, I was at work. I was on Instagram. Now they even reaching. Now they said some astrophysics. Some dude they said that they seen a picture of
white Jesus.
Jesus in space.
It's the white Jesus. Pleasure boy Jerry face.
Everybody again, huh?
And I'm looking at the
colonizing out in space. Up here.
his face like in the cosmos in
Yeah.
space. So now I'm looking in the conversation. Everybody like, oh, praise. I said, I know they don't believe this shit.
But that's what all deceivableness, signs, and lying want. That's also gonna go on Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of motherfuckers gonna drop to the knees. Oh, Jesus.
Right.
You know.
Well, because we've seen the recent ones where it looked like a black man with an afro.
Yep.
So that's Esau's damage control. So he said, oh, they put a black Messiah up. So we're gonna have to counter it. Now look, there's the Caucasian looking Jesus in space.
But they so fucking sloppy. They is like children of fools though. They kids, man. Like, why would you still keep trying to humiliate yourself when the truth is already out? Man? Sometimes you just gotta throw that white flag and say, yeah, we give up. Just come with the sword now. You know what I'm saying? Just come down.
That ain't
Yeah, it's coming to the point where his lies ain't working no more.
right.
Like the one Jake, he came up, he said, yeah, I believe that. He said that's such a rainbow chair.
Really.
So keep going. The truth is out, man. Then you got Drewski, which Drewski is one of those Jakes that he's set up to mock, but he's still helping the ministry though. He's mocking the purple guys.
And what's so bugged
Giving
out?
them something to laugh at their own self.
Right.
We know how to laugh about. We know how to laugh about our own problems because we didn't been used to it for so long, right? We don't like to do it. They get hot about it.
No, it's like the crazy part about that video. It looked like those was real, like Israelite
real
camp
brothers.
brothers. Like the outfits they had on was too like strategic.
If I ain't gonna front, if I was in the troop and I saw that, I probably thought, oh, that's like you see cats.
Yeah, you thought it was a real cat. But those guys that he was with, I think that was a real cat.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can see their outfit. Like Drewski had on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they probably just gave him some bullshit. But the other cats, they had like the star, riff ran.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like their whole outfits looked at the so you niggas is bugged the fuck out, man. Y'all thought that shit was really fucking funny.
Then remember the ICBK guy? He said, "Stop sleeping with those white women."
Yeah.
But you tell me a fine ass white woman, he ain't gonna get. Come on, man.
Yeah,
But then at
What's
the,
up?
then at the end of the video, they were saying that, but then they had him hollering at the white. That show you the hypocrisy of niggas, though, man.
Exactly.
We Israelite men, come on, bro. The Lord ain't give us all these women. They
that same thing. You said me. So I know y'all don't do it white women. So you told me. You see a bad look. I said, I'm gonna keep it real. Hell yeah, I'll fuck.
And keep her.
read about Solomon, man. Solomon had 1,000 women, 300 wives, 700 concubines of all the other nations.
Right.
And look at the spirit in the world. All these women are getting online saying how bad they want to get with a black man, Spanish man.
Yeah.
Dang, that's spiritual. They ain't just that's a spiritual thing that's happening. That's because we getting our power back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man. And it says,
I'll be happy when I see Jay get with these other nations women. Good.
yeah, because it inflames Esau punk ass.
You can't do shit about it. Esau can't even procreate right now. They're not out procreating us. They never was. That's why they got to put up systems like child support, family court, so they can discourage us from having. So you can be like, oh shit, well I don't want, because I don't know what she gonna
Run the
do.
risk, this bitch flipping.
Because they know we're gonna out procreate them.
Right. And it says, and it reads, 56, thou hast said that they are nothing.
I'll read 55 again.
55. This is 50, second Ezra 55, 6 and 55, Shalakia. All of this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So this is our world. Right now we're just on punishment in it. Just like the Native Americans, this is their country, but right now they're on reservation camps. But it says at the end, Gad shall overcome them.
Truth
shall get them at the end, they're gonna overcome. You know?
And it reads 56, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
I mean, they ain't shit.
Right.
I mean, the Esau with his Space Force, his NASA, no matter how great you think this man is, the Lord gave him that. And the Lord could easily take it away. He did it to Nebuchadnezzar, where he bugged him out, turned him into a
Beast.
You know?
Beast of the field.
That actually happened to Esau during the Dark Ages, man. That's why they say so easy a caveman could do it.
Right.
That's the power of the Lord. He took this nigga from a caveman state, no language, grunting, braying, and turned him into the God of this world where people actually worship him. They actually go to this nigga for advice. You know?
To show the power of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? He could turn a base man to a powerful entity in the world that you can worship. Took you from nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why if you think even on the left hand side, and the right hand side, this is an underdog story. You know what I'm saying? It's for the underdogs. Because Esau, he's a base man, but he made him the ruler of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a big underdog story. When you watch them 80 movies like Teen Wolf and all those movies, always had the nerd, the dude that was a nobody in high school, and then get some type of power or something. Now, everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? He got the girl, the girl that everybody want. He got her now.
Yeah.
That's Jake. That's gonna be us. We that nerd in high school that nobody even like. You know what I mean?
And not only that, that's the Lord just being fair. He's giving everybody an opportunity to rule and see where y'all gonna go off at. Fuck up. He's gonna put it back in its rightful order where it should be. So there ain't no more excuses saying, oh Lord, you didn't allow us to, get a chance to be righteous. No, he gave you a chance, and look what you did with it, Esau.
But that sounds like
You
Jacob.
know?
Excuse me. That sounds like Esau. Remember, he said, "Hast thou but one blessing? Bless me,
Mhm.
eat too, my father."
Right, right,
He's
right.
crying. Then the Lord said, "All right, man, I'm gonna give you a
Give him
blessing."
something, right? And it actually was something that crippled Jake. You know what I'm saying? It crippled Jake, man. That sword, that shit allowed Esau to do miraculous things, man. You know what I mean? To take over nations. You know what I'm saying? Subdue people. You know what I mean?
I like the AI video I put in the chat when he had all the Edomites bound, kneeling on the ground and shit, and they
Yeah.
had like the little collars on their neck. And he said, "Yeah, y'all put chains on everybody else, and I'm gonna make y'all chains heavier." And he said, and the Edomite dude was like, "I thought we was gonna rule forever. I thought we was gonna rule forever."
that was crazy.
And then he did like that. Then the shit clip came on, got silent, shut him up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make my chains out of that Thor hammer material where nobody can pick it up but Thor. Yeah, I'm gonna have them kind of chains on there.
The scripture say he shut him up for 1,000 years. That's what he did in the video. He shut him up. Their colleagues couldn't say nothing.
Man.
I was like, wow, that was true. That was
That was a good one. They could make a whole movie out of it.
that.
And it says,
So we're gonna be living it, Lord willing.
God, right? We ain't gonna have to watch it. 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
Meaning what? They ain't shit.
Right, right.
Because if you got to hulk up saliva, you don't care. You ain't thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Most I don't care about these heathen nations. He's fair.
Right.
He gave them time to rule. Okay, you had your chance. Now you got to be judged for what you did when you was ruler. So he that lead in captivity shall go into captivity.
And has likened the
That's
abundance.
fair, right? But you ask Esau, he's like, "Oh no, that wasn't us." Fair is fair, man.
Yeah.
You put us in slavery, you got to. That's true reparations.
Yeah.
There's no amount of money he can give us to really,
Yeah.
Satisfy the hunger we have. Huh?
Yeah. Well, that's like if somebody killed you and then your children, they give what, $1 million. What is that $1 million to them taking a father away from his children? You know what I'm saying? You know how much millions of dollars you could give your children over the years? You know what I'm saying?
It's me, it's the mockery of how they did our people.
Yeah.
Right.
Burning them,
The humiliation.
paying them,
Yeah. Torture tactics,
getting bit up by dogs.
alligators.
I was working one time. I was in, I think that was Texas, and Checkers. I was a manager with them. The young white boy wanted to be cool, so I was giving him a game, but told him, my daddy burned me with a cigarette. I pulled him aside. I said, you know how much fucked up shit y'all did to black people? So you bitching about your daddy burning you with a cigarette because you damn near grown ass man? Boy, you better leave me the fuck alone. Don't tell me no shit like that.
Wow.
And he said, now that you say it like that, you're right. He ain't tell me nothing else ever again. Man. I think you quit working there.
Right. Yeah, you're right, because they got photos of Jake being burned at the stake. You know what I'm saying?
that movie Candyman. I think he got with the Edomite woman. They got jealous, and but he came back as a spirit created for vengeance and started fucking them up. No, that was actually he was actually a superhero. When you think about it, like
he
yo,
was a good guy.
yeah.
He did nothing wrong.
You saw call her an anti-hero. He was like an anti-hero, like bad guy / villain type. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it reads, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Wow. So the abundance. That means all of them. All of y'all ain't shit. 57. And now, O Lord, Yahweh, behold these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing. From the beginning, you motherfuckers wasn't shit.
And we've been taught that. That's part of our history.
Right.
Like we used to back in the ancient world, we were taught like, yo, these heathens, they can't fuck with us at nothing.
Right.
Jake had a sense of righteous pride, if you will.
Right.
And that's why there's a saying, it's better to eat pork than to speak Greek, which both of them are, bad, which is really not a sin to speak Greek. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they hated Esau.
If you was to rationalize it, because that would be just something you would eat and shit out. Learning a language and all that's something that you keep up in here internally.
Right, and that comes with the Greek culture.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hellenization.
Worshiping their gods, and that's what got us fucked up, because we
Right.
went to worship other gods, and the Lord said, "Okay, I'm gonna let these other nations conquer you."
Right. That's heavy though. To have somebody up over you, ruling over you, enough to hate you at that, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think I would rather that than gold. To have a race of people for slaves. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta never work. You know what I'm saying? Lift a finger. I mean that's what that is like.
That's true. That's true
wealth
That's,
right there.
That's
Having
true wealth.
slaves.
And every society is founded off having slaves.
Mhm.
You know, check the chat.
That's true wealth.
Yep, go ahead.
And it says
Going 7 now. I think it's going in 7 or
57.
okay. Is that it?
No, that was more.
Okay, good.
Right. Yeah. And it says 57.
Got precept. All right.
And now, O Lord Yahweh, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
No, what does that mean? That mean the same people that we were taught that they ain't the Most High don't care about them. They begin to rule over us.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
so I just begin to ask like, man, if these people ain't nothing, why are they ruling over us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are they the judges, police? Why we got to go to them for
Right.
everything?
Right.
That's part of the curse. Real quick, get that. Thou shalt go to the enemy. Deuteronomy 28. I think it might be. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
That's the one is Israel, homeborn
Born
slave.
That's a good precept.
Start to contemplate that like that. Is this what we was created for? No.
28 and 48. It's a curse, man. Right now,
Only two.
yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Before shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, in the thirst, in nakedness, in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he destroy you.
One more time again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, in the thirst, in the nakedness, in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he destroy you.
One more time. Lock it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Actually, start at 46.
46. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
45. My bad.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee,
See?
and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, until thou be destroyed.
So the Lord's like, man, you ain't gonna outrun the curses. It's no way. Like right now, it's nowhere you can go, and they not still look at you as it's a nigger. So you go to Africa, they call you a kata or a kushi. There's some type of byword they call you. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the curses right now. You know, China, no matter what it is, they're gonna kind of look at you. Now, don't get me wrong. If we go right now, other nations of the world, they will treat us better than they treat us in America. That's a fact. But there's still that stigma.
It's still caste systems in those nations as well, where the darker you are, you're frowned upon. So they kind of try to mimic and image themselves after Esau. You know what I'm saying? The lighter you are, even when you go into the fucking anime shit with Dragon Ball Z, man, they had the one black, the security guard nigga with the fucking big red lips, the big eye, the dark as a bitch.
Yeah, that was Uncle Sambo look.
You know what I'm saying? But then they have, you know what I'm saying, Goku looking like a white boy. Blonde hair, all that crazy
Which
shit.
going
man.
back to that, they call them monkeys. That's Israelite. That's the
Right.
story of an Israelite. They were slaves to Frieza. Come on, man. We know what they trying to say. It's just
Right.
like the movie Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
You trying to say niggas gonna take over.
Right.
Like for real, Dave Chappelle said they had the apes up there eating watermelon, smoking Newport. Esau a mockery, man.
Right.
But it's true though. It's
Yeah.
gonna come to a point to where we're gonna break out of this curse we're under,
Right.
and we're gonna be the new rulers. That's the gospel. That's the good
The
news.
stereotypes.
We ain't gonna be like this forever. It's just right now we gotta deal with it. You gotta man
Exactly.
up and deal with it. You know, but it's gonna come a time where you're gonna be our slaves, and
Right.
then we gonna really gonna have the last laugh then.
Right.
You know,
Kick him over, you know what I'm saying? Kick him down the hill.
for fun though.
What was that scene in Into the Dragon when he was on the boat and that
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
from New Zealand was kicking around the Asian niggas, boom,
Yeah.
kicking him and shit, and he fought with Bruce. Bruce was like, "Don't waste your time, man." But he used wisdom though. He said, "My style is the art of fighting without fighting." He used his brain. Had his dumb ass get on that little
raft.
and had the little kids
Like, go to that
playing with him with the rope.
You have.
Precept.
Oh, go ahead, bro. You got
This
it.
is Jeremiah 2:14. And it reads, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?"
Got it.
So basically he's going into what we're talking about. He's asking the Lord, basically, is what we were born to be?
Right.
Is this our
lot.
state of worth?
And the answer to that is no, because it
Right.
said, "They whose judgment was not to drink, have surely drunken." And shall you be unpunished? No, Esau, you ain't gonna be unpunished. You know, showing you that the Lord, he's a just power. No, that's a good precept.
Yeah, that was it.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because that thou hearkest not
My
unto
bad.
the voice of the Lord thy power.
Right now, what's he talking about there? The prophets, to be obedient, you know, to repent, to stop worshiping false gods, to come back, you know, just to be, you know,
To keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
right. And this is what made us above all the other nations, because the other nations, they were not given the laws that we got. That's why they don't do what we do.
Right.
That's why it's a natural thing for Esau to be a homo.
Yeah.
That's why they make all type of gay jokes and shit like that, you know, because the Lord ain't dealing with them.
Messing with all type of abominable foods, doing sex acts to animals.
Yep, bestiality.
What did he say? He taketh the
I got you.
the book and cast it behind his back.
Right.
Yeah, so he just take the Bible and say, "Oh, this like his birthright." He
Yeah.
looked at it like, "Oh man, what the fuck? I'm about to die."
I can't get him with that.
Right here now.
What
45.
DMX said at Belly? He said, "Yo, Shorty can't eat no books, man."
Yep. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So the what?
For a sign and for a wonder.
So the curses, that's how you know it's an Israelite. It ain't about how they color their skin.
Right.
They own us for a sign and a wonder.
Yeah.
You know, like Blake Griffin. You might think that's a white boy, but it ain't.
Right. Who's that?
Canelo,
Yeah.
you know.
And for us and upon thy
That's
seed.
another mystery, like Paul Wall. That's another great mystery. A lot of our people, they're gonna look like the heathen nations.
Yeah.
You know,
They'll take on-
Bruce Lee's an Israelite.
Right. Well, I think they say his lineage went back to Issachar.
Yep,
Mexican.
Issachar or Manasseh, one of them.
Yeah. But that's just basically Jake pretty much putting his seed into a heathen woman. He takes on that seed, that child takes on the characteristics of the mom as well. It's just genetics. But that seed, the seed comes from the man. So that the child is whatever that man is. Like you could take an apple seed and plant it over in China, and the soil is still an apple seed, but it may look it may be an Asiatic apple because of the climate, you know, different little attributes to it, you know. Like the mom, she may have long black hair, you know what I'm saying? You know, like my son, you know, one of my sons, I got two sons, One of them got hair like me, and the other one got hair like his mom. His mom is so-called what the world would call mixed. You know what I'm saying? Her father is Judah, and her mom is Italian. But he got long ass, you know, my one son, he got longer hair. You know what I mean? And she braided up. It looked native. Because when I was a baby, my hair was, you know, what they would deem good hair. You know what I mean? And that long, black, silky, you know, straight looking hair. But Gag got that hair. They prided themselves on the ponytail. You know?
Okay, there we go. Oh, what was that back there?
46. You are going to get 46?
Yeah, hold up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of the heart.
So you can't, that's how we know we're Israelites, man. You can't tell us we're not Israelites because, you know, the shit that we go through, you might hear about family going through, or like, oh yeah. Then you link it back to the scriptures, it's because we're Israelites. You know?
And with gladness and heart for abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord thou shall send against thee.
So that's what we're doing right now. Now we got to serve our enemies. That's why they're taxing the hell out of us. You know, this money we get, that's Esau shit. It don't, that's why it says render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. You know?
Against thee in nakedness and the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
That yoke of iron, that was literal. The slaves, they actually put a yoke of iron so they wouldn't run away. But now it's more of a spiritual yoke, more of a mental yoke because it's debt. Now you're debt slaves. Now you got credit card debt, student loan debt, child support debt, or you might just be in a prison of the state. Either way, it's a yoke on you. Hell, even Christianity.
Yeah. More attitude. I'll tell you. Going to that same loop.
What verse you was in?
Right in there, Apocrypha. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. I'm on 7.
About the world, he's the nations was split up like a drop of.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I got Romans 9, chapter 7.
Beautiful.
The book, see, a lot of people said, oh, that's the Old Testament, or when you go to Isaiah 17 about he said the word before me is nothing.
Yeah.
When he said it again in Romans 9, 7.
Yeah, they don't even acknowledge the Apocrypha. It's
Yep.
not canonized.
Yep. So the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. But
Right,
Isaac,
right. So Abraham had what? He had Ishmael, which that's a spiritual breakdown too, because the situation when Hagar and Ishmael represented the law, but then with Sarah represented like
woman, free woman.
Exactly, representing what? The new covenant.
Right.
You know?
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they children.
Right. So Ishmael, the sons of Keturah, they might be of Abraham. That's true. But they're not the chosen line.
Bloodline.
And Isaac thy seed shall be called.
And Isaac shall be called, and not even Esau, because Esau comes from Isaac too.
That is which are the children of flesh. These are not the children of Yahweh.
See, they are the flesh. Now, so Esau being of the flesh, how the hell can a mark of the beast be spiritual?
Right.
He ain't a spiritual man. He's a fleshly man.
Right.
You know?
See, like I said, that's a cut to a Christian, but they'll use that. So that's not canon, or in the book, even the verse in I think was it Isaiah, I think Jeremiah, when they were saying about the world was before me is nothing, right? They'll use, that's the Old Testament. Right. But then he said it again in the New Testament, in Romans 9:7. You know what I'm saying?
Got him.
Yep. And they don't get no newer than Paul. They don't get no newer than
But a lot of people don't believe Paul. But people could say you don't believe Paul, but you can't say what Paul is saying is not accurate, it's not true, because we prove it to be. We know it links up with the Old Testament.
Right.
Because you could read the New Testament and you could find the same thing in the Old Testament. Like, for example, in Hebrews 8, he's talking about what? The new covenant. You go to Jeremiah 31, what's Jeremiah talking about? The new covenant. So it's all one book. You know, all the prophets, they pretty much seen the same thing, the destruction of this place.
Well, who was that? Shikari. They were saying like Paul's words doesn't override or overrule the Lord. So they just no. So what are you guys? Just, you just worshiping.
Like you said it
No.
right. You just said it. Sick Kari.
Yeah.
Them brothers are sick in the motherfucking head.
The nigga was doing a fucking pegging.
That's crazy. That's the guy you following? That's your leader?
It's like what was on Black Panther? This is your king.
Exactly.
That's crazy, bro.
Is there anyone else?
He like he's begging another. Oh man, that's shit crazy.
Do a podcast. That's sick,
No jumper.
man.
He's a gang member. He's not. He's
Yeah.
not really a man of the Lord. He's you want to be a street. You want to be a street dude. You want to be a Hoover.
He want to be a Hebrew Hoover.
Which they're known for pimping women. That's what their gang is known for in California.
Crazy. And it says, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
Yeah, even to this day, we're being devoured by the prison system. All Esau got all type of traps for you, bro. When you think about it, the shit is just like, man, like how do we? It's sickening. Like how do we get out? The only way out is Yahweh Shem Yahushai is helping you. There's too many traps Esau got. Everything's a fucking scam here. You think I'm gonna own a home? That's a trap.
Don't pay your tax bill for a few years and see what's gonna happen. Oh, your water bill. What's the Jake? Had $1 million house and took it over.
I think he was up. I think he was in Brooklyn. They took his home because he missed a water bill payment.
Right.
I heard about that. It's crazy.
So-called Jamaican Jake, man. Took the man home. He paid the shit off. It's his house. He owned it, right? They took it because he missed a water bill payment. That's what it says, man. This ain't our rest.
That's what we see. That's the delusion Jake be in, man. Because you ever met those Jake? They be acting like they poke their chest out when they I own a house. Man, you don't own shit. You still, you know what I mean? You don't own no.
Subject to payments.
Right. They be acting big. Oh, I'm trying to buy a house. They think that's a compliment or something. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Not understanding the depths of Satan.
You gotta have the allodial title to really officially own the land and the house.
Right.
You don't got the allodial title, you don't own it. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to get.
Well, you're not gonna do that here in America
Anyway, Joe.
You can go to another country and they have it where once you buy the land, you own it.
Oh.
It ain't no paying no
That's how it is.
yearly tax.
That's how it is in London. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy was trying to he was like, yo, you need to come out here. Because he from there, you know what I'm saying? He said, you can come out here and buy a house out here. You know? You ain't got to live in it. You just got it there. Just in case you come out here, you can have somewhere to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of abandoned houses out there. People buy them, go buy another house. You know what I'm saying? He said the government help you out there to get stuff like that.
Subsidies and stuff.
Yep.
But that's how you know that America, this place is a corporation.
Yep.
It's a company before a country. You know what I mean? The horse. I mean, this bitch, she just sleep around with everybody just to make $1, man.
So this the elite money bet. They making money out of this shit. It's just like how you be in the spot, you know what I'm saying? You be in that spot making your money, hustling, then after you finish with it, you don't care how, you don't care the shit cleaned up or whatever.
Right.
Just done with it. It's all boarded up now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, America's gonna be destroyed. They don't care about this place. It was always set up to make money here. Right. The slave Jake.
Manifest destiny. Yep.
Keep going.
What is it? 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
What did the Lord say that in Exodus, right? The Lord said, since you want to take my firstborn and slave them and put hell on them,
right.
I'm gonna slay your firstborn. That's why in ancient Egypt, the firstborn of the Egyptians were put to death.
Isn't that what they try to do that with Yahushua?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
When they saw that the 3 wise men, the North Star, it was traveling, it was prophesied that, you know what I mean?
Oh, that could have been a chariot.
Right.
Yeah.
That could have been a chariot.
Leading them, by night. And it says, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into the hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not? That's what you said earlier. Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Meaning what? Meaning why are we? Meaning if you made the world for us to rule and enjoy and it be a paradise, why are we slaves in it?
Right.
You know, this is Exodus 4 and 22. Book of Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. See, so we're like the Lord. Imagine you got a firstborn son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't care about your son, not everyone else. So the Most High claimed us as his son. The others are like illegitimate, like Esau. He's a bastard.
Right.
That's why it says, lest there be any fornicator as Esau, who sold his birthright for one morsel of meat. Most High don't really care about him.
And you're right. That firstborn child, your first child is very special to you because that's like you becoming father, you know, in parenthood, fatherhood. You baby that first child, you start to just pamper it, and you know, you really like enjoy that first child because it's your first child.
Especially
I mean,
if
how
it's
else
a
can I
son.
say it? Yeah.
Because that's the beginning of what your lineage carrying on. Like you could have a daughter, but she doesn't carry the seed. Your son carry the seed.
Exactly.
See, so that's another you.
Right,
That's why Yahweh
exactly.
say, he that has seen me has seen the Father.
Yeah.
You know?
What they call it, my liquor youth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the beginning of your strength right there. You know?
Yeah.
I was proving that.
Yeah.
And it says, how long shall this endure?
Exactly. That's the same thing we say. Like, yo, like, damn, like, when we gonna get out of here, man? We, you know, like 10 years ago,
crying.
we were thinking, like, man, this got to be the year.
Yeah, man.
Lord's like, nah.
Sick of it. I hate it here.
More stuff that got to happen.
Yeah.
But the good news is only a couple major prophecies that got to happen. What's that? The mark of the beast.
Yeah.
And we see how everything is going cashless. Over there in UK, they say you can't work without the digital ID. That's letting you know what's come next. Next, you can't buy or sell without the mark of the beast, digital ID.
Right.
Open and close without that. Huh?
Right.
Just like the spiritual wilderness when it's come out of Egypt, because the Lord got to purge a lot of rebels from amongst us too. So a lot of people come, you know, on this side waiting to get up out of here, but at the same time they didn't have that patience. They end up going back into the world. You know, so Lord is purging out, those, you know, those unwantables. You know what I'm saying? Those rebels,
The undesirables. Yep.
Keep going in 7.
Chapter. This is Second Ezra 7:1. And when I had made an end of speaking, excuse me,
Keep going. 7.
These words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights afore. Verse 2. And he said unto me, up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. 3. And I said, speak on. And I said, speak on, my power.
See, all people like that, they're gonna be good in the kingdom. Now, a woman, they ain't gonna have to work. They're gonna have Edomites in slavery.
Right. Right.
You know?
Because what it said in the beginning, she was she was tender and delicate.
Yeah, they wouldn't even
Touch the bottom of their feet, wouldn't even touch the ground.
I mean, our women were very feminine, and they like that these days. Nowadays, you don't know. See, a woman squirrel, which she thinks she a man.
Right.
Their feet was tender and delicate back. Now their feet full with calluses and
Corns and shit.
and corns and you know.
With that Harlem Nights, he shot me in my pinky toe.
Right. What was that scene in Coming to America?
Yeah.
Remember they had the rose petals?
Yeah.
That's how it would be. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even touch the, you know what I mean? You were royalty. Basically, that's what it meant. You were royalty.
Y'all woman, they'll be in the castle somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Learning how to knit, sew, bake, cook.
Yeah.
You know?
Stretch. Yeah. They'll be getting ready for they Lord. What who was the fella had the woman bathed in the those smell good them oils for 6 months?
Yep, Artaxerxes.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
a year. It was 6 months with this oil, then 6 months with another
Right,
oil.
right, to get that thing smelling up the par, you know?
I mean, she was smelling, you know what I
No.
mean? How you wanted her to smell?
You know what I mean?
Maybe strawberries or something.
Yeah, you know.
That's the definition of smelling righteous.
You know what I mean?
Righteous has a smell. It smells
Nowadays,
like
these women don't do that. Take bird baths.
Showers.
Black and
And now I hate when I see women smoking. What the fuck is that? Bitch smoking blacks and cigarettes and shit, man. That's not. That's
Ain't
masculine.
ladylike. Ain't ladylike.
That's masculine.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in the world, I ain't had no problem with it because I was, that was my,
was your
homegirls.
gangster boo, huh?
Yeah, that's my black and mild partner, Now, like you said, that shit was disgusting.
That shit look bugged out, man.
Right.
Bitch sparking up the blunt.
Yeah. But you know who started a lot of that too? Jake. Patchy. Remember Patchy?
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
a gangster bitch. I need a gang. And these women started to think, oh, I gotta be hardcore, callous, ruthless. You know what I'm saying? New Jack City.
Wear a football jersey, a hockey jersey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A bandana.
And it's verse 3. And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. Verse 4, but put the entrance were narrow.
Right. So picture this: you got a sea that's wide and great, but how you get to that sea, it's a narrow passage. You know, so this is symbolic for this life, what we're trying to transition to get to the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know, that's
Great game.
that's something everybody want to get to, right? But they don't understand the path or the difficulties you got to endure to get there,
Right.
or the things you got to give up, sacrifices.
Right.
It's just with anything.
Temptation.
Like the movie Him, my man said, you know how they say God, family, football? Well, I say football, family, God.
Oh,
Meaning
wow.
he put
it last.
he put football before everything. But that's what they do.
Right.
That's why Paul said they do it for a corruptible crown.
Oh,
Even Mike Tyson said, man, these belts, they ain't shit.
right.
But you think about his workout regimen,
Yeah.
the thing he said he did like
Yeah.
500 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 800 squats, all before breakfast.
The spirit was on.
So he went through a great strenuous regimen
Right.
to become champion.
Yeah.
But the Lord's saying we gotta do the same thing to get to the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah, man. Put off the old man.
So to a degree, you really when you come to this truth, you really got to become a new man. You really got to change your diet. You got to sacrifice you got to cut certain things off that's hurting people, that's hurting you. That may be a woman, especially a woman, because Satan used them the most.
Yeah.
You know, Satan demons hop on the woman real quick.
Even your own children, man.
Yep.
You know,
It says, "Beware thy children."
it says, the fall of a man shall be of his own household. You know what I'm saying? You know, let your children get to a certain age and they start to develop their own so-called mentality. You know what I'm saying? They got their own mind now. You don't know what the fuck they start to want to get into. Even with like homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? They bigged up Ghostface because he cut his son off for and that's righteous. But you got Magic Johnson, this big ass punk he got standing next to him, nigga, taking cheese
and also D Wade. But you know what that is?
Yeah.
That ain't nothing more than sacrificing children to buy all.
Yeah,
Because
man.
in order for them to keep them riches, they can't cut them. They got to be okay with that.
Right, exactly.
Otherwise,
Exactly.
they'll lose all of that.
Exactly.
You know.
So big up to the real men keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't having that bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's what Goldface did. Which I met that dude in college before the truth.
Yeah.
I met him. I forgot who he was with. He was with somebody else. I forget the name.
The Red Man.
I don't think it was Red Man.
I think I met the man.
It was another. It was
the man.
It was somebody else that beat with him. Ghostface Killer. It's somebody else.
Okay, probably Raekwon.
I think it was Raekwon.
They had their little duos together.
I think it was Raekwon.
Yeah.
But what he did, that was actually righteous.
Right.
Now, really, if he sent his son back to the spirit world, There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Because that's like the movie Sinners.
That's
remember,
mercy.
Remember what she
Yeah.
said? She said, if I get turned, promise me you're going to kill me. Because that's setting her free.
Exactly. Yeah, she didn't want to. She didn't want that spirit to embody her. She didn't want to, let that spirit dwell in her. She'd rather have died than. That's exactly. That's right. And that's all that is on them pumps. Is a demon. You know what I'm saying?
A legion of spirits, man.
Well, who said that? He said the cure. He said the cure for sexuality is AIDS. So that's the cure.
That's the Lord. Lord said, okay, you're going to do this? I'm going to plague your body.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll give you an incurable disease. That shit is rampant out here, man.
Yeah.
Especially amongst our people. Diseases.
The big Jake cities.
Like Houston, H-Town.
Atlanta.
Because you know why?
You
know why? Because a lot of our men of our nation, they be on the down low.
Oh, man.
A lot of that's being exposed too. You got these, and always these tough guys, these tough ass gangster dudes who swears hard, tats in the face.
Yeah.
They be touching each other, man. Then they get a woman, they put them diseases on women. But that's the woman, these niggas, that's the niggas these women like though. So that's really their fault too. You know?
Right, exactly. And a lot of them Jakes, they in and out the penal system.
That's what I'm saying. That's a trap Esau got. Esau set that trap up, and they go in there and they fall into the homo.
Turned out.
You know?
Saying now they out here, turning out. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fucked up ass world, man. That's why Esau, you gotta pay, man. Like,
when his ass sitting in them caves chained up when we get them to the kingdom, they gonna sit in there talking to themselves. Right. They gonna be getting at the rock shop. You fucking idiot! You just left them niggas alone when they've been still rolling. Why you want to get that chip? You just left them niggas alone. Hey, like just like was it Coming to America? No, when the two white dude Martyr, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, trade place.
Trade place. Yeah. He was like, see what you did? He was getting mad at the brother.
Right.
The brother started getting a heart attack. Like, hey, you gotta take your brother, man. Fuck him. Damn. Cut the machines back on.
Right. But you know what? That goes into the average everyday Edomite that's going along with the program. Like the shit okay, but you want to blame the elites. But what are you doing? What are you doing to help, further, the liberation of black and brown people? But you reaping the benefits. That's why they call them two-time losers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Esau's done, bro. The average Edomite in America, they're done. They can't even afford groceries right now. Right. They're fucked. Right. Now, we've been dealing with that shit our whole life. Cereal sandwiches. Jake gonna survive. Yeah. Esau, his ass, he can't get his regular groceries. He's bugging out.
You know what? This sick bastard, he's even jealous of Jake when they do get the EBTs. With the groceries. Because they'll be like, damn, what the fuck you doing with steak? And they looking in their cart. Yeah. You be seeing them motherfuckers in Walmart, nigga, 2 carts. Niggas 2 cart deep steaks, nigga, crab. It's an abomination. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Esau be jealous of you on public assistance.
Esau, he's fucked up in the head.
You know what I'm saying?
He really think his tax money is he really think how they say, oh, we're paying for you. That's crumbs.
Exactly.
That's crumbs from the rich man table. What about the 4 million Trump just sent Argentina? Or they sent to the Amalek? And that's where your money's going.
The lump sums.
Worry about a couple $100.
And then people is the majority of the motherfuckers on the shit. Because America is majority Caucasian.
So they say.
You know what I'm saying? We know it's more than us than them. You know what I mean? But far as in rulership, it's more.
That welfare shit was really set up for Amalek.
Yeah.
World War II and all that. It was it was like what you call it reparations and all that, for them.
Prisoners of war.
Yeah.
So
that's really set up for them.
Right.
But then they started to give it to our woman.
Yeah.
But they ain't just give it to our woman to help our woman. They
To
did it
weaponize
to they weaponized it to get the man out the house.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Crack came in the aid. It was they never stopped fucking us up.
Single parent home.
You know, the crack came, and then what? The war on drugs. Then they started locking our men up.
The prison, the
Then gangster
school,
rap.
the prison pipeline.
Then what? Gangster rap in the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the progression of things, this nigga has never stopped making war against us.
Right.
He's been going hard.
An assault.
You know.
It's been an assault.
I remember that when Eazy-E NWA first came out, the shit changed from there, boy.
Oh, yeah.
That shit changed.
No more hello and how you doing?
Yeah.
People waving at each other. And everybody
Yeah.
started mean mugging.
Yeah, it was no more hip hop.
Couldn't be nice to
You
your
know what
own
I'm
people. No more.
saying?
That's
Yeah.
what that was. That's what that rap started right there.
What they call it, conscious rap. It was
Rap,
no
yeah.
more,
Mhm.
you know, that
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. I'm about to poetic judge. Yeah, Public Enemy. You know, whoever you can name. You know, it was conscious rap back then.
Yeah.
Whoever you can name from like the '80s on down.
Yeah.
Paris,
No.
Rock County.
Exactly. That golden age of hip hop is what they call it. You know what I mean? Golden era.
How you say why Ice T went from
Ice
being a
T.
gangster rapper to working on the TV show.
Show, police.
He switched it up real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
See, he was just all front.
Yeah.
Probably didn't watch something.
Just to get his money.
Yeah. No, he also did that. He sold out and he was doing that rock band shit. Remember he had that rock metal group? He was merging hip hop, rap with fucking heavy metal and shit. Weird shit.
Even in New Jack City, he played a cop. That was his first introduction to playing the police in New Jack City.
Yeah.
Undercover.
Yeah.
He sold out right in front of America, and they ain't him nothing. Nobody said not one word about him doing all the shit he did.
Yeah. You don't got all these black men locked up and shit trying to follow you, and here you is, you know what I'm saying? Now you playing a kind of detective, nigga. Shit crazy. Where is it? And it says, verse 4, put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Verse 5, who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
So this life we live in, we have to endure
Hardship,
hardships. Acts 14:22.
sacrifice.
We gotta endure these things so we can make it to the kingdom.
Mhm.
It's like a rite of passage.
Exactly.
You know, like you gotta go through these things. Like going back to the whole theme of the sport world. Like you have to go through that rigorous training
Mike Tyson.
of dying. Some of these box they go to the extent of abstaining from women before fight night because they want all their energy
Yeah, dude.
so they could be. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they could win that fight.
That strength. It take a lot of core strength. Let's just put it like that. When you're dealing with a woman, it take a lot of core strength.
But that's your virtue, because
Right.
the Lord said when a woman touched him, he felt some of his virtue leave. That's your life force.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a doctrine now of the world, semen retention, saying if you're staying for a woman, then it makes you more of a, but that's of the world.
It makes you more rough and tough. Yeah, I had a dumbass bitch tell me that shit one time. We was getting into an argument about something. And she like, yo, you need to relax. You need to get you some pussy or something. You know what I'm saying? And I said some other shit too. I ain't gonna repeat it, but you know what I'm saying? but that in her mind, she thought that I was too like austere, like too rough.
Yeah.
And her first thought was, yo, you need to get you some pussy or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I need to get. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right that when you do ejaculate and release that, you calm you down. You know what I mean? You get more, relaxed. You get weak in the knees, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why a lot of boxers they don't do that before fight night. They abstain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as the walk. We have to abstain from certain things so we can get to where we need to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. And it says,
let me bring this out real quick. It goes right.
okay.
The book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. performing the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Well, you got to continue in the faith, man. And the faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we're hoping that the Lord save us out of this situation, man. Because if you're looking at it with a carnal mind, it looks pretty hopeless.
Yeah, looks daunting.
Like even just coming outside, you could get depressed because all you're seeing is fucking drug addicts, people buying drugs. You know, you're looking at a man, you don't know if it's a man, it might be a woman. You're looking at a woman, it might really be a man. You got, you don't know what the fuck.
Nothing at all.
And then the people are all weird and bugged out. They treat each other all fucked up. Everybody's rude. Nobody has manners. Nobody has a love for God in it. Just being here, it stresses you out and depresses you, man.
But that's prophecy, because it was says the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah.
We only in the time.
That's the confusion. That's what
Wow.
he said
Anything that
it
they
does.
put on the movie, like when they be showing the news, they have like a little zombie apocalypse, and a person will be like by himself for so many years, and he be lingering for somebody to be around, and when they finally get that person to be around, they just want to be so nice to him. Yeah. But then when you're walking around the streets, they don't appreciate it. You know, once you alone and don't have that company of somebody that's talking to you, that'll change your mindset of how you treat people.
Exactly.
Just like the brother from Alabama, what's the brother from GMS Alabama said? He said, so that would have you die. He said, you know that America was made to frustrate you. Because you ever watch the movie when dude had his device and then the device started to fall out of his hand and he trying to catch it. Like just like when you try to get in the house, your keys drop, you try to get in the house when it's cold. This place was made to frustrate you.
Like it's like when you're having a bad day and then you stub your toe or something.
Worse.
Or your coat get caught in the car door. You're like, man.
One of these days.
This shit just made it frustrate
So
you.
you open your eyes.
So it begins.
Yeah, wake up with a big ass motherfucking crick in your back, like really? Yeah.
You trying to go to work, somebody park, you trying to get out your driveway, somebody park blocks, you can't get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I heard somebody say when
Just look, find your calling.
Don't need you try to cheat now. Just go ahead and chill out. You have that like 3 times, like back to back. Like the same day.
And like you may have one day good, the next day tomorrow you ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah, a lot of I had a season like that, a lot of ups and downs. Like I have one day it's a good day, the next day like damn, bro. A lot of back and forth.
Roller coaster here, man. Verse 6, second Esdras 7 and 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things.
Go back to Matthew 7. Oh, my bad. You finished that or no? Acts. Let them finish this real quick. Get a couple
The book
more.
of Acts,
It's already
chapter 14,
2:30.
verse 22. And confirming the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter the kingdom of Yahweh.
So we gotta go through much tribulation. You know, it is what it is. Because we all gotta die someday, but you might as well die fighting for something.
Right.
And that's why even to the point to where the hour of temptation was, that's the time frame where everybody's gonna be tested. Okay, if you want to be part of this, if you want to continue to be part of this society, you gotta take the mark of the beast. Okay, you say no, then we gotta have to cut your head off. You gotta be in the spirit to say, fuck it, cut my head off.
Right.
Because you understand if you die, you're not gonna go to hell because you in hell right now.
So if not saying prayers, I say if I got to go through that, I say just give me a spirit to go through. I pray for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good prayer because you might not have to, because the Lord said, hey, there be some standing that won't taste death, but it also says that there's a good chance you might have to show your faith. You know?
Some Jake will be like, they get into this, and then you tell them that, like, what you mean we gotta get our hair cut off? Well, I ain't signed up for this. You know how some Jake, you gotta die.
When you think about shit, would you rather be crucified or get your head cut off?
Get your hair cut off.
Right, because if you crucified, you on the cross suffering. The Lord suffered for hours. So you get beheaded, that's a quick death. It's not really painful. You know, you just your head cut off and you back in the spirit world.
It's just the idea, you know, that thing about to come down on your neck. That's the part that messes with you.
Yeah, Esau, he like to fuck with you, man. He that's what he wants you to be afraid. But when you understand that all that is the spirit going back to the Father, and the Father saying, you know, you did this right, you did that wrong, then you know you don't fear it no more. It takes away the power. That's why the Lord, he said, the last enemy that shall defeat it is death. So the Lord took away the power.
Hell.
And hell.
He said he's gonna throw death and hell
into the lake of fire. You know? Yep, go ahead.
This is 1 Peter 4:18. I think I'll start at 17. 1 Peter 4:17.
3007.
For the time is come that the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
One more time.
1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Yeah,
Yahweh.
the judgment is going to start with us, the believers. That's the house of the Most High Yahweh, the believers. So we have to make sure we get ourselves right, and this really comes with a change. That's why the Lord said, "Put off the old man and become the new man." You know.
And it reads, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel?
I mean, they don't got no chance.
Right.
They're gonna get fucked. They're gonna get steamrolled by Esau, man. We're during the time of martial law when the troops is out here grabbing people up, putting people to death.
Right.
There's no hope for them.
Part of that. Ooh-wee. And it says, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? 18, the point, and if the righteous scarcely be saved.
Right, it says scarcely be saved, meaning you might be in a situation where it look hopeless.
Right.
But then at the last second, you think you're gonna, you think it's over for you.
Right.
The Lord makes something happen.
Yeah.
Either you start flying or you disappear or an angel come down. You got to believe that, because things.
Even when them nukes hit, when you see them bombs dropping and things fire, you might be right in the mix of that fire, but they go like, oh no, Yahweh, help me. Right. And then, boop, he beat you right up like that final second. You get on the chariot, the angels throwing off the smoke off you.
Right.
Your back smoking and shit.
Like you thought you was done, huh?
Right. Yeah, but it's gonna be like the three little children. You know what I mean? And we ain't even gonna have a. I know. But I'm saying, but that's what it's gonna be. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have no signs of any type of what they call it, scorchness, smell of smoke. Mm-hmm. We gonna be untouched, because that's how it's gonna be, like a clutch effect. As soon as the missiles hit, that's when the Lord gonna let off that clutch and put the gas on and take us a beam on somebody.
You're gonna end up with you're gonna be in a new body.
Exactly.
You're gonna be like, yo, looking at yourself like, oh.
Like that movie Avatar. Yep. And when they went into the Avatar world,
yep.
He could jump and she like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically what he's gonna do. He's gonna try our patience.
Yeah.
Gonna keep faith in that tense moment.
Right. But that's like that scene out of the movie The Mist.
Yeah.
When I think he killed all his family, and he about to off himself, and then that's when the mist started clearing a little bit, and the tank started coming in, and he was like, fuck, you already did it. We ain't have faith.
It's a cold ass movie.
Right.
That's why it says, woe unto you that have lost patience, because you can't lose patience and just go back into the world and live like these people, because they don't have no hope. We have been given the true understanding of what the scriptures is saying. A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They don't have a comforter.
They actually believe in hell.
Right.
You know, these people actually think they're gonna die and they can
go to another hell.
Right.
Exactly.
Go somewhere worse. That's a water bottle.
That shit was loud as a bitch.
Damn, is that cool?
I kicked it.
Oh, okay. About to say what the hell. And finishing on.
About to wrap up soon. It's almost 3.
I don't know what I was thinking. What the
Wow. What you said, Mariah? When you first got here, you thought New Orleans was cold?
Look,
He said, nah, I know.
oh, this ain't nothing but cloth. I realized that when I looked at him, I was like, oh, why it feel like that?
Yeah, this is upstate New York.
Right.
Yeah, you get grizzly out here.
That what's that cold front from Canada?
Yeah, man.
Mountain
Lake effect snow.
Skate New York.
Right.
It come right from Canada.
Exactly. Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? I'll start over. 1 Peter 4:18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So you know that saying by the hair of your chinny chin chin?
Right.
That's like another way of saying scarcely saved, like you barely making it.
Skin the teeth.
You know? That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah. Basically, he's saying for the wicked, for the unmost highly, and the sinner, where are they gonna?
Right, saying
You know
that
what I'm saying?
if the righteous gonna barely
make it.
Now,
How the hell they gonna make it?
right.
Got a chance.
No, ain't got
You
a
get
chance
chased
in
in
hell.
hell, literally.
You know what I'm saying? And this pseudo hell, what they call it, pseudoscience.
Yep.
And this pseudo hell, they ain't got a chance. That was it.
Go back to what you said? Matthew 7?
That's 24.
Matthew 7, verse 14. It's Babylon.
It's a whatchamacallit. That's a whatchamacallit.
Man, that's down bad, bro.
Yeah. That's a boy, girl, boy, girl.
I've been seeing that all week, man. That shit, I'm like, damn.
Terrible.
Monstrosity.
man.
The ancient world, you just run up on that, put a sword in it.
Right. What was
Add that
that?
motherfucker to a tree. Just leave it. Just leave that motherfucker right there.
Let them starve. He's just being a wolf screaming.
Help!
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way.
Right. When it says straight as the gate, it means it's difficult. You know?
Dire straits.
What's going on right now?
Matthew 7. Matthew 7, verse 14. Read it again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life.
So, meaning what? It's a hard life. When you say it's a hard not life,
Right.
no, but it's especially for the believers, man. It's if you believe in the Most High, it's hard for you to be out here. You ain't gonna have an easy life.
Yeah.
Because everything in the world is so geared to you falling into sin. It's so easy for you to go out here and
Be wicked.
and to be wicked. It's easy for you to fall into selling drugs
Yeah.
because there's so much temptation.
Well, you're accepted.
14.
Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way.
Right, meaning it's a hard path. It's a difficult path. It's a hard road.
Leadeth unto life. Few there be that find it.
Meaning it requires what? Discipline. That's why they were called disciples. You know?
Because there are few that shall find it. But a lot of people don't want to be uncomfortable. They want to just take the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they'll walk past this or they'll try to acquire it, but then at the same time, when they hear certain things, they're like, I'm you know what I'm saying?
Parable the sword.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? They go their own way. That's why I said few shall find it. Some people don't want to suffer. They love it. They like they, 10-piece chicken wings,
Right, for McDonald's for
you know.
$10.
Pork rinds and holidays and Christmas at grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go to the straight gate. You say it's different. They don't want life to be different. You know what I'm saying? They feel like my life is already difficult. Why want to make it more difficult? Follow some God I can't see. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jake think. You know what I'm saying?
But that mentality is gonna get you fucked up. Because if you think shit is hard now, then wait until the hour of temptation.
Oh, yeah.
Wait until there's armed guards at the stores and they locking all the food up, and you can't access it unless you got the mark of the beast. Are you gonna give in and take that?
Seeing that little AI manager movie they got with that, that the Hour of Temptation shit, that shit was fire.
Was that it?
Yep.
One more time.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life. Few there be that find it.
The few that be that find is the elect. No, we're talking about the broad gate, or the up more. Is that 13? Or we say broad is the way?
Yep. Wait.
Yeah, read that one.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction.
So it's very easy for you to fall and into destruction, because there's so much opportunity for you out here.
Right.
Too much enticing elements around for you, for you that your skin is weak. You know what I'm saying? So your skin gonna be like, when you're curious, that kills the cat. You're curious, so there's you're like, I'm gonna see what this is all about, and before you know it, you locked in.
But not only that, it's just that you will be accepted. What's the verse I'm trying to find? It says, if you were of the
world,
wicked,
yep.
of the world, you will be accepted.
Yep.
So if you would like these other people, then, you would fit right in. You know what I'm saying? They'll welcome you in. Oh, nigga, what, how many niggas you killed today? You know what I'm saying? How many niggas' wives you don't pop? You know what I'm saying? Oh, they'll let you come right in. Lay out the red carpet for you.
But you tell these people you
That's wrong.
don't get tattoos.
Yeah.
You tell them you don't do certain things. They start looking at you like you think you better than them.
Exactly.
But it's not. We don't think we just know that we have to walk a certain way in this
do the
life.
right thing.
You know what I'm saying? But they'll get offended in that.
Right.
It's like, okay, this motherfucker think you better.
Right.
Not understanding, like, bro,
that's what you're supposed to be doing.
we on the straight gate.
Exactly.
We on the straight and narrow.
You know, a lot of these Christians are hypocrites. Because I was dealing with this one. I was dealing with this one sister. And they supposed to be church people. I'm at the Super Bowl party at her sister house. They're talking about tattoos and getting tattoos. I said, nah, I ain't getting no tattoos because that's wicked. And that's before that was in the truth. Yeah. The girl I was dealing with, she got kind of offended. You know what I'm saying? I said, wait a minute, but dude, you go to church? You know what I'm saying? That's in the scripture. Like, you ain't supposed to get taxed. You know what I'm saying?
Teach that.
Yeah,
Teach it.
that's what I'm saying.
I dealt with this Sheeta she was doing tattoos. She was always trying to get me to get. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
But she was doing the tarot cards and all that. I'm like, you ain't doing that shit on me. Palm readings, all that shit is wicked, man. You ain't supposed to fuck with that. You dwell into that, the Most High will fuck you up.
Yeah. and that right there, that's an automatic. Like you ain't supposed to be dealing with no Ouija boards and tarot cards and shit. Now certain Bible scriptures, verses, you could kind of see that the Christians don't like the one. I think he Jake, but he had my received Edomite out of my job. I was saying something about because the other dude, the Jake dude, he what's that, 7-day Adventist? He's a 7-day Adventist. And then something I said, you're not supposed to be getting tattoos and shit like that. And I said, Ed, you know that now, don't you? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I know that. And then the white dude talking about, well, what did you say about this? He had a cross on his attack. I said, well, that's right there. That's a killer instrument. Like that. I said, that's what, they crucified the Lord on. I said, now you want to go tattoo a AK-47 that your brother got killed with you on you now, would you? He like, oh, well, I don't know all about that. You know, but you confound them with simple shit. It's like
Yeah.
it ain't hard to really understand. Like
That goes to let you know, this Babylon 3 is backwards, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's backwards. Everything out here don't make no sense. Let's this book. Everything out here is not real.
That's a great point. This is the only thing that makes sense, man.
Who's the president? Didn't the president say, one of the old presidents,
was it,
that,
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
a good understanding of the Bible
It's better than a college education.
Yeah, yeah. No, the Lord, and it's in the scriptures. It says, the foolishness of the world. It's man.
I know what you're talking about. It confounds the wise.
The why is that the foolishness of this
Something like
world?
that.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Scriptures,
Once we
yeah.
paraphrase it.
So just like this the red pill. So
Right,
like,
right.
You know, when he took that red pill, he started to see things that wasn't making no sense. When I was in the world, things made, you know,
Right,
you was
right.
made sense.
Yeah, you're right.
You thought it was normal to be
Yeah.
certain ways. You know
Or
what I'm
that
saying?
college education.
Yeah.
Put that up high, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, this I'm wise according to the world. I got a PhD, but it ain't fucking with the Bible.
Well,
You know
nowadays,
what I'm
these motherfuckers with all these PhDs, they
It's
can't even
dumb-
get a job.
Smart dummy.
Smart,
get a job.
smart dumb nigga.
Right. Smart dumb nigga, right. You know what I mean?
Okay, now, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Now you got it.
That just goes to show you that Esau Edom, he's a trickster, man. He's a master magician. He made you believe that money that you got is real and it's fake. You know what I'm saying? He's a good magician, man. He put an illusion on you.
He's a mathematician.
Magician. Magic, you know. It's a magi.
You know? He's a mathematician.
Let's read this and we're gonna close it. Back in Isaiah.
Book of Isaiah chapter 14.
Start that one again.
Verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel.
That's part of the good news, man. The good news is that the Lord's gonna have mercy on Jacob and choose Israel to be his people.
Right.
The beginning of it is happening right now, where brothers come to, you know,
I understand it.
brothers
Who
coming
we
to
are.
each other of who we are, calling upon the name,
Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, coming back to their heritage, coming
Right.
back to their culture,
What it says,
being a man, you know.
what it said in the land that said, you are not my people, you will
There shall be said, you are.
the, you know, be,
Yep.
I shall be a power to them, and you should be a people to me.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know?
Because all our life we've been told that we're black, then we got,
Nothing,
then with Negro, then with
Niggers.
African American, then with niggas.
you ain't shit,
All we can be is
black bastard.
all we can be is a basketball player or a rapper.
You know what I mean?
Now we're coming back to being princes of God again, man.
Kings and priests.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Our land is the land of Israel, not this place. This place is gonna be destroyed. It's never gonna be inhabited again. We're gonna be put back in our own land. We're gonna be given back the whole world, but the land of Israel is gonna be the headquarters.
All right,
You know?
it's cute.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Like that video you sent of our people in Russia.
Right, right.
So there's our people scattered all throughout the world.
Where you
A lot of
think
them.
a nigga at? A nigga there. I've driven in these little small hick towns, and I swear you're gonna see a nigga every time. You know, you've been
Yep,
out there
yep,
driving
yep.
Palmer.
Yup.
I said, what the fuck? I said, a nigga out here?
Yeah, that's the same thing I said.
I said, it's a nigga out here.
Oh,
Number
man.
white people.
Well, Jake is that scattered seed, scattered all
Right.
over the world.
Way out in Hicktown, like nothing but roads and
Yeah,
farmland. And I see
yeah.
a black brother out there. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look like you from the hood too. Way out
yeah.
there.
I'd be like, dang, but that's just remnants of what? Slavery. Because obviously, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's like what, a great grandchild of probably somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, enslaved person. Why the hell else is Jake out there? You the only black person, all these white people out there? No?
That be the Lord. The Lord said, I'm gonna scatter you from one end of the earth to the other. You know, and then the Lord got it set up to where our men is getting with the woman of the other nation. You know?
And and be joined with them.
So imagine that, like that, brother. If you telling me we of the elect, we come down from the ships. Think about, oh, we tell me an Israelite, he gonna be with it. It said that people shall be willing in the day of thy power. I mean, they're gonna be more susceptible to what we gotta say when they see we got the power. We have it now, but they don't really fully understand. They can't really fully grasp it.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, because Esau is still the dominant power force on the earth, so they like we always say, women are attracted to powerful men.
Shiny thing.
Shiny thing.
Like little baby.
So the same thing. You know what I mean?
And in this world, they think money is power,
Right.
but that's not really money that you got.
Right.
I was watching this somebody posted on Instagram, and it's like a little shit on that pop the balloon shit.
Yeah.
One Jake nigga woman talking about she was honest. She said, "Oh, I can't deal with no man with a 9 to 5. I like drug dealers."
Wow.
You know? Yeah, man. She was bad though, but
That's
you know,
a lot of these women, this dumbass women.
Right.
I need drug dealers. I like hustlers.
Fast money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You live fast, you die fast.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers are the Israelites that are scattered, like for example in Russia, they may not know who they are.
Right.
But after all this shit pop off, when the elect come down from the ships, we're gonna tell them who it is. We're gonna tell them what's up, and they're gonna cleave. They're gonna be with it.
Yep. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people also, the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Now we're not gonna possess the strangers. The strangers are our people.
Right.
We're gonna tell you who we're gonna possess.
And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were.
Exactly. The same people who had us in captivity, we're gonna put their ass in captivity.
Right.
That's what it's saying. You know?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We're gonna rule over our oppressors.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
Keep going.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage where thou was made to serve.
So that goes with Micah. This is not our rest. The Lord's gonna give us rest.
Right.
Because right now we still in bondage. We still gotta serve. You know? Keep going a little more.
Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Who's that? Right now, that's Nero, Mr. Trump,
47.
Esau. You know?
How hath your oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
And that's America. The golden city is ceasing. Your dollar ain't worth nothing, man. You know, it don't matter who you put in office for president. It don't matter who you put in office, man. They're not gonna fix things. Because it says we would have healed Babylon, but she have not healed. You know?
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
So the Most High is taking away their dominion, taking away their kingdom. You know?
Who has smote the people in wrath with the continuous stroke.
Like we were just saying, from chattel slavery, the Ku Klux Klan, Jim Crow laws,
Red line.
segregation, redlining, crack in the 80s, gangster rap, the war on drugs, the prison industrial complex system. It's always been a continual stroke, even nowadays, ICE.
I hate you.
You know, he's never let off the gas on us, man. Never.
He that ruled the nations in anger and prosecute, and none hindereth.
It's persecuted.
Persecuted.
And nobody gonna stop and say, you know, we gotta save. Nobody's gonna help you in that day, man. It's gonna be as a sheep that no man take it up. You know?
Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and quiet, and they break forth into singing.
Do you remember when the Wizard of Oz, is it where the witch died and they start dancing and singing? That's how it's going.
The house fell on.
Yeah.
Her legs dangling.
Yeah, that's how it's going. That's how it's going to be when Esau's taken out of power. Yeah. That's how it's going to be when Esau taken out of power. The whole earth is going to be refreshed. It's going to be happy. You know, everybody's going to be in a joyful state. They're going to be so happy. Which that's twofold, going into the actual planet Earth, because it says I will destroy them that destroy the earth. But then also as you know, men are as trees, likened unto trees too.
Yeah.
So that even the other heathens they're gonna be happy when Esau's taken out of power.
The whole earth is at rest, and is quiet, yet and they break forth and sing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
What does a fella do? That's one that fells trees. Axeman.
Yup.
Cuts down trees.
Logger.
Esau does that with what? His military. He goes down, he's doing it right now in the Middle East.
Yup.
So once he's taken out of power, and ain't gonna be nobody doing that. Nation shall not learn war anymore. That's how we know that those people in the land are not the real people. Because they over there they're trying to force prophecy.
Yep.
You know?
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at the coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee.
Right, that's it. We'll end it there. With that, we're gonna close it. Give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Say shalom to the whole.
Shalom.
Shalom.